Good evening, YouTube. Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan. So the date is Monday, November 26th, 2018. Since it was a holiday weekend, let me just reconfirm that. Yes, Monday, November 26th, 2018. And the time is approximately 5:14 p.m. I would like to begin by not only welcoming all of you to the YouTube channel of yours truly, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, but I want to acknowledge my 5, not 4, but 5 newest YouTube channel subscribers, and they are Dianne AAS Stuckart, Mike Dreyden, Hexen Cases, Denise Kiesling, and Wizard's Tower. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Dianne AAS Stuckart. She is the author of, yes, Fool's Moon, the first in a new series called The Tarot Cat's Mystery, and I am currently on chapter 13, Blessed Be the Power of the Witch. I have been enjoying this novel, this cozy mystery very much, very excited about it. And I know that I'm going to actually do another video about this novel, this cozy mystery. I'm waiting until I get to the halfway point, and that'll be like an update video on what's happening. I'm not going to do the spoiler thing. You know, I can hear, I'm such a Whovian. So there's a brilliant actress named Alex Kingston who portrayed Dr. Elizabeth Corday on ER, but my fellow Whovians know her as Dr. River Song on Doctor Who. And one of her taglines, one of her constant refrains in every episode in which she was featured was, "No spoilers, no spoilers." So, no spoilers. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Mike Dreyden. It's so funny because, you know, it's not every day that somebody subscribes to my YouTube channel that I've actually met in person. So Mike Dreyden is somebody that I met several years ago. So I used to give readings in a gay bar called The View Bar, which was located on 8th Avenue near the corner of West 22nd Street in the Chelsea district of Manhattan, which is one of the 5 boroughs of New York City. So Mike used to work in View Bar. Lovely energy, great personality, just super talented, super creative. And the fact of the matter is that he also did a lot creatively. So I was honored that he recently subscribed to my YouTube channel, and this gives me an opportunity to promote, or at least mention, his Last Call web series on YouTube. And I'll make sure to include a link in the description box because it's very funny, it's very cool, they're a wonderful cast, but again, no spoilers. So now, Hexen Cases is somebody that I've had these wonderful chats with, or at least these informal chats during both Wizard's Tower's live videos and Conjurer's Table's live videos. Now, Wizard's Tower is also known as Dave, and Conjurer's Table is also known as Matt. And it just so happens that the two of them are a lovely married couple, very funny, very cool, very talented, and I have been thoroughly enjoying their live videos. And Hexen Cases has been a moderator for either, I think both of them actually. I've seen him as a moderator for both of their videos, their live chat videos, which have been wonderful. And I personally have been especially happy that lately a lot of their videos have worked with my schedule. By the way, for those of you who did celebrate Thanksgiving, happy belated Thanksgiving. And for those of you who did not, or celebrated something similar, then happy belated whatever that similar is to you. I had a very nice quiet Thanksgiving. I had the honor and pleasure of being joined by my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos. We had a lovely evening. It was very quiet. It was very relaxing. I am 48. I love the fact that I'm 48 years of age. But I've always wanted like quiet, peaceful holiday celebrations. Living 10 minutes away from Midtown Manhattan, I'm well aware of how many people, go to Times Square and want to see the ball drop on New Year's Eve. More power to you. You want to do that, you go right ahead. I am not envious of you at all. Just do that. You do that. So when Hex and Kaysen subscribed to my YouTube channel, I was especially honored. Now, I do want to mention, I do want to read something to you, and I want to talk a little bit about something with regards to let me see. Oh, I hope I did not minimize it. But it was something about monetization. Yes. So this is an email dated Tuesday, January 16th, 2018. And it has to do with monetization eligibility. So basically what that means is that for somebody who is a YouTube channel content creator to be eligible for monetization, meaning to be eligible to become a paid YouTuber, they need to have a certain required number of watch time and subscribers. So as of this date, let's see, I had it here. So yes. Okay. So on February 20th, 2018, we'll also implement this threshold across existing channels on the platform to allow for a 30-day grace period. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to read the important bits. On that date, pardon me. Channels with fewer than 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watch hours will no longer be able to earn money on YouTube. When they reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, they will be automatically reevaluated under strict criteria to ensure they comply with our policies. New channels will need to apply, and their application will be evaluated when they hit these milestones. Now, let me have a sip of my Café Bustelo. Since some of you are new to my YouTube channel, I've said this before, I will happily say this again. I've thought about what it would entail to become a paid YouTuber. And personally, I find that it's more work than I want to invest. It's more time and energy that I want to invest. It might be more money than I want to invest. And the fact of the matter is that I would be much happier if people who subscribe to my YouTube channel avail themselves of my psychic services. And that leads me to another topic of conversation, which is offering live chat videos. Now, I would love to do that, and I know that several of you have expressed an interest in that. You would love to see me offer live chat videos, and you would love to see me do that. And the interest is there. I mean, I definitely would love to do that. Here's the thing. What I pay for internet service in my home is really low. I mean, it's almost a ridiculously low amount of money. And it just so happens that my awesome audiovisual person is also my amazing computer tech person. So he's told me exactly how much more I would need to spend to be able to offer the bandwidth from my home for a live chat video. And let's just say that it's roughly 3, almost 4 times more per month than what I currently pay. Now, conservative estimates let's say that of my 316 current subscribers, 25% of them, which would be roughly 79 subscribers, if I remember doing the math correctly. Let's say that all 79 of those subscribers avail themselves of my psychic services at least once every season. If they did that, then I would probably have more than enough money, free and clear, to be able to pay for the bandwidth without causing myself any financial strain, and be able to offer live streaming videos. So, to use the expression, I'm just saying. I look at everything that I do with regards to being self-employed as a professional psychic as an investment. And I'm going to say it like this. It's not only automatic for me to do that, it's intuitive for me to do that. It makes sense for me to do that logically, and I can't imagine doing it any other way. And I look at everything that I do being a professional psychic as an investment. And I mean everything. Giving readings at Catland, giving readings at Notions and Potions, my YouTube channel, my professional, metaphysically oriented WordPress blog, giving private readings, giving readings at psychic fairs and other public venues, giving readings at special events, offering group and private metaphysical classes, offering energy healing treatments, etc., etc., etc. I look at all of that as an investment. And I also take into consideration my desire and my divine guidance. And I am crystal clear that everything that I do as a professional psychic is worthwhile. And if it's not worthwhile, then I need to do something different. Now, I feel very comfortable sharing this with all of you, and I also feel more comfortable being a full disclosure kind of guy, or kind of person, to refrain from using sexist language. And the fact of the matter is that I don't do things like a lot of other YouTube channel content creators do, and I'm okay with that. And perhaps I should do more things that other YouTube channel content creators do, and not do the things that I normally do, that I'm inclined to do naturally. I don't know. But I feel that, honestly, I feel that you have a right to know. I'm just going to put it out there like that. You have a right to know. And the fact of the matter is that sometimes people have questions, and they may be either afraid to ask said questions, or they may be reluctant to ask said questions. So hopefully some of the questions that you've been having, I've answered. And if they haven't been answered, feel free to ask in the comments. Now, going through my index card. Now, it just so happens that there are 35 more days remaining until the conclusion of the calendar year of 2018. Personally, I'm excited about that, because as soon as December 2018 begins, January 2019 begins. And the fact of the matter is that I have some wonderful things planned for my birthday month, some really wonderful things. But before that, I want to talk a little bit about what's coming up for me. So I was very happy to find out and to be notified about that my metaphysically oriented, lunar oriented appointment calendar for 2019 is already in transit to me. I'm very excited about that, because my intention is to schedule my dates for giving readings at Notions and Potions from February to April of 2019, once I receive said 2019 appointment calendar. And the fact of the matter is that I feel very comfortable doing that. I know that I've also talked to my awesome audiovisual person about ideas that I have for upcoming videos, and I definitely have ideas for, how shall I say this? I definitely have ideas with regards to what I want to offer next year with regards to group metaphysical classes. As I've stated in previous videos, especially after my very first Divine Prosperity simulcast event this past May, all of my metaphysical classes are going to be a combination of group metaphysical classes and live online streaming events. I feel that the time has come for me to offer that. And I need to check something with my awesome audiovisual person. Are you okay? You sure? Do I need to worry about anything? You sure? Okay. So I really have thought about that, and it feels right. And I do have some things in the works next year. Pardon me. You know, at first that cup of Café Bustelo was not that good, but it's growing on me. I still love Café Bustelo. I just think I didn't make it the right way. With each successive sip, I think I made it the right way for me. Anyway, and of course, I am looking forward to being back at Notions and Potions, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after that. And I will not be back at Notions and Potions until February 2019. Back in January of 2019, which is a little less than 2 months from now, I will have the honor and pleasure of participating in Bare Your Soul Winter Hibernation at Eastern Mountain in Greenwich, New York. I'm very excited about that. This will be my second time participating in Bare Your Soul Winter Hibernation. This will be my third Bare Your Soul participation. And of course, regardless of the weather, I'm looking forward to not only reconnecting with Grandmother Birch, but connecting with Grandfather Oak. I really am very excited about the hiking trails at Eastern Mountain. I promise you I'll be very careful. I will wear appropriate footwear and make sure that I watch my step. I don't know what the snowfall will be like. It is in upstate New York, so the chances of there being snow is very strong. But I will say, when I participated in Bare Your Soul Winter Hibernation in January of 2017, there was no snow. There was no snow at all. And one kind of expects snowfall in the Northeast in January. There was not a lick of snow, at least not at Eastern Mountain, while I was up there. So, but I'm very looking forward to returning. Between now and the end of the year, it is my intention to not only fully catch up on all of the YouTube videos on which I'm very behind, but I would say, just to give you an average, between now and I think it's a Monday. Yes, between now and Monday, December 31st, 2018, I will have uploaded anywhere between 15 to 30 videos to my YouTube channel. I know that since this is no longer a holiday week, both my awesome audiovisual person and I will be doing a lot of videos this week. He's going to be hopping and clocking and stopping and topping and all that other stuff. Okay, now I'm getting a little silly. I'm entitled to silliness, you know. But seriously, I'm definitely looking forward to catching up on all my videos, because as wonderful as this past weekend was, it was exactly what I needed. But the fact of the matter is that, whether it's because my sun sign is Capricorn or because of how I was raised, I just can't see myself lounging in bed all day. It's a lovely fantasy, but the fact of the matter is that I have things to do. There are things that I need to do with regards to household tasks, household chores, errands, and I'm very excited about meeting with a client for the first time this coming Saturday. It's always interesting to me when somebody that I've known for years and years all of a sudden avails themselves of my psychic services. I find it intriguing. It's not unsettling for me. When it first started happening, I was like, why is that? But now I'm okay with it. I know that there is such a thing as divine guidance. I know there's such a thing as divine timing. But every once in a while, it's like, oh, that's a really cool thing. So I'm very looking forward to it. I'm very excited about it. And of course, she is looking forward to having, she's going to have an astrological forecast with me, which I haven't done one of those in a while. So I'm really excited about that. And she's going to have an intuitive card reading with me, followed after that. So it's really, I'm really excited about both because I get to sharpen up some skills that I haven't sharpened up in a while. And she is looking forward to what 2019 has in store for her. Speaking of which, for the last several years, the universe, or as I call her, goddess, has revealed to me what each year represents. For example, back in, I think it was sometime between August and September of 2009, Goddess revealed to me that 2010 is the year of the Enchanted Empress. So I've noticed that each year has a theme. Now, personally, I've never been one of those professional psychics that does predictions for the following year. I don't even know if people still do that. If they do, that's great. It never really resonated with me for some reason. But I don't have an issue with anybody who does that. It's like, it just never really drew me. And there are so many variables and so many factors that it just seemed like, how accurate could those predictions be? I don't know. And I never really read what the predictions are, so I really can't even say how accurate they were. But every year seems to have a theme for me. And what began coming up for me and coming into my consciousness, especially these last, let's say, 2 to 4 weeks, is that 2019 is the year of I've had enough. And I'll give you a brief example of that. So I know myself to be a powerful witch. I know myself to be a very strong-minded individual. And I also know the power of words. And I've noticed that the last few years, there is a specific situation that always leaves me feeling very powerless. And it always leaves me feeling like I cannot do anything about it. And I've gotten to the point with regards to that situation that it's like, you know what? I'm done with this bullshit. I'm just like, you know what? I've had enough. I'm not going to be powerless about this anymore. I'm not going to take this lying down anymore. I'm not going to pretend that I don't know what to do about this. And I've noticed that ever since I've had this change, I'll just call it a change, it has revitalized me in a lot of ways. And I know that, I feel that this is going to become an ongoing theme. And it could very well turn the tide in a situation that I have been unsuccessful in turning the tide about in a long time. So my sense intuitively, and it wouldn't surprise me if this applies to many of you watching this video, is that in 2019, for a lot of you, it's going to be like, you know what? I'm done with this BS. I've had enough of this. I'm not dealing with it anymore. Now today is a different day, and I am no longer the one that's going to put up with this. And I'm feeling that. I've been feeling that, again, like I said, the last 2 to 4 weeks. And a lot of the readings that I've conducted with a lot of the clients whose readings I've conducted in the last 2 to 4 weeks, it's the same thing. It's like that theme, that topic, if you will, keeps coming up. So, something to think about. But in the meantime, if you have not already subscribed to the YouTube channel of yours truly, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, I invite you to do so. And please absolutely make sure that you click or tap on the bell icon. That way you will receive a notification every time I upload a video. And I want to thank those of you who clicked like on my videos anyway, because my policy on likes has changed. So those of you that clicked like anyway, thank you. And those of you who want to like my videos, please feel free to do so. I no longer have stuff about likes. I really no longer have stuff about likes. That's number one. And number two, if you have not yet availed yourselves of my psychic services, I absolutely invite you to do so. And remember, the universe is more than happy and more than willing to provide you with everything you need to avail yourselves of my psychic services. The money, the time, the transportation, the childcare, the whatever, the whomever, the however. Just trust, I would say trust the universe to provide for you in advance, number one. And also keep in mind that if you're divinely guided to avail yourselves of my psychic services, then follow that divine guidance. One of my constant prayers to the angels in particular, but more so the goddesses, the ascended masters and the angels, is that anyone who would receive divine blessings from my psychic services be divinely guided to contact me now. And then I further ask all those celestial beings that they provide those individuals with everything they need to avail themselves of my psychic services. It works. It really does. But on that note, YouTube, I wish you a good night, and I wish you many blessings of clarity, illumination, prosperity, and peace. And good night.